Why? I have nothing in my bag, and I thought, oh no. Hi everyone, and welcome to this episode of Meet the Maker Mondays. I am Sarah Harvell, the metalsmith and maker behind Ravenna Metalworks. And today I'm talking about the very last project I made my senior year at Radford University, circa 2013. And that is my egg sculpture. Look at that bad boy. So let's go see it close up. Okay, so here it is close up. And I just want to, it is a little heavy. It is cast white bronze. So I'm just gotta kind of turn it around here. I wish I had one of those like little turntables. But I love scroll work, so that's why there's a lot of it on here. I was very inspired by Fabergé eggs. And there's sapphire and emerald and topaz. And there's peridot in the eyes. And it is silver plated. And I gold leaf the inside, and this is a little baby bird in the center. So it's kind of a representation of life and death. And I got to make a little repair there. I was in Florida for a year, and I think some moisture got in there and tarnished the inside of it. So I got to repair that. And I made a little latch here. So there's a latch there. So it closes and it snaps. Ooh, I just love that snap. I worked really hard on that. And once I got that snap, it was very satisfying. So now I'm going to talk about the inspiration behind it. Yeah, isn't that cool? Love this piece. Okay, so I'm going to talk about the inspiration behind this lovely egg sculpture here, and also about how it almost got seized at the airport, or so I thought. So the inspiration behind this, if you didn't see my previous videos, I talk a lot about how I'm inspired by birds, specifically crows, and that's why I named my brand name Ravenna Metalworks. And I was also inspired by Fabergé eggs, and so I kind of try to mimic the intricate scroll work and the, glistening gemstones. And then I'm just going to show you the inside one more time. I just love the glow because it represents life and death. So silver, gold. The gold is life, so that's, a little baby bird in there just hatched from the egg. And then that's why there's a skull in the front here, and it represents death. So it's life and death. And so, okay, the story about the airport. So I got this silver plated, and I barely got this in time to go to a conference. I presented this for my senior project at a conference in Boston. And so on the flight there, or before I even boarded the plane, of course, they got to check your bag. And so I had this in my bag, and I just gotten it back from getting it silver plated. So I hadn't even seen it silver plated yet, and it was still in the box. And I didn't think anything of it being in my bag. And then when it went through the x-ray and they said, "Ma'am, we need to check your bag." And I was like, wait, why? I was thinking to myself, why? I have nothing in my bag. And I thought, oh no, the sculpture. I mean, this looks very sus. Imagine this in a bag and it's going through the x-ray. Wait a minute, what is that? I mean, it's got the claw foot on the bottom. Yes. So it's good that they checked my bag because that means they're being very safety conscious. So good on them. And so the woman that checked my bag, she's very nice. It was kind of one of those, like, I have to do this, it's my job. And I was sort of like, I'm so sorry, it's my sculpture. And I was like, please don't take it. I need it for a conference. And so she took it out of the box, and I actually got to see it silver plated for the first time. I was like, oh, it's so pretty. So she just looked at it. She looked it over, and she said, okay, this is fine. You can go. So it did not get seized at the airport. I was able to take it to Boston for my presentation. And so I still have it to this day. So that's a good thing. So yeah, and I keep this in my display case in my living room with my other keepsakes. And yeah, so I really love this piece. It's very, very nostalgic. Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Meet the Maker Mondays. I am Sarah Harvell, the metalsmith and maker behind Ravenna Metalworks. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to the channel. And if you're on social, like, follow, and share.